Yeah, I wish it was all in the book. I'm ready to do part 2 whenever they want.
So let's go back to the beginning with, OC. They kicked it off, but it was really like Tamara that kind of changed the outlook on Housewives, because she came in and she understood the assignment pretty much.
Yeah, she wrote the assignment. Yeah. Everybody says, including Douglas Ross and Alex Baskin, the 2 producers at Evolution, and Scott Dunlop, who was the first producer who started The Real Housewives of Orange County. They all talk about the fact that Tamara was the first housewife to have an opinion about the other housewives, and that she really stirred things up by even saying, like, I don't really like Gina. Mm-hmm. And I, I'm a better, she's running off her mouth, being like, I'm a better real estate agent than Gina is. And nobody had conflict before. They had all just kind of been existing in the same space and being very polite to one another. And that changed everything. I mean, of course, we love the show because it's all about these women living their lives and going through conflict and having resolution.
Yeah. Was it a mistake to let Vicki and Tamara go?
I mean, you can judge that from yourself. The way producers talk about it, they feel pretty justified by the decisions, although it's interesting to see how some thought one way and others thought the other. I personally think that both of them are incredible housewives. I'm very excited. I want to see them both back on my television screens in some capacity soon. So, but I mean, Tamara really is, for me, the OG of it all. I mean, I understand people argue about Vicki or Gina, who's OG, but for me, it's Tamara, because she's the one who came in and really, as the producers say, paved the way.
Yeah, totally. I know we talked a little bit about Bethenny before, but it's true that she didn't really want to do Housewives when she was first approached to do the show.
Yeah, I mean, that's talked about in the book as well. And they kind of, they didn't really want her either. She had been on Celebrity Apprentice, and it was this idea about, what is it going to be, a shark jump moment to have another reality star on the show? But, I think we can all agree that Bethenny really it was such a lightning rod that first season, and remained all the time that she was on the show, even when she left and came back, just like such dynamic television. She works, I think. She's a great reality star, and I think she's incredible in an ensemble.
Yes. So did she set up the woman to kiss Tom at the Regency?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't have the answer to that question. You read what other people think about it. I kind of listen, I am one of those people who just believes that people inherently are good. Yeah. That, we like to think as fans that housewives are behind the scenes stirring a cauldron, being like, I'm going to get her. I just don't think that's the way real people act.
Right.
And I don't think that's the way the house is. It's fun to fantasize about the strategy, but I kind of don't think that truth is stranger than fiction. Some things just fall into your lap. And in that situation, it really, to me, I perceive it as it just kind of fell into her lap.
No, totally. Yes. Yeah.
But what a great moment.
What a great gift.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe not to Luann, but a great gift to us. It was interesting when I was reading the book too. I kind of felt like this still underlying tension between Teresa and Melissa. Like the two of them kind of going back and forth, and Teresa was not very happy that producers kind of went, so she thinks went behind her back, casting Melissa and Kathy on the show. But it seems like there's still definitely that Teresa is still mad about this.
Yeah. And it's so funny because I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, but it seems to come up there. And my interviews were done before that. So I wonder, that part of me is being like, did that spark this conversation back up? Are they still, frustrated by that? But yeah, there are very different opinions about how that all went down. And I mean, production has a different opinion. The women have a different opinion. Certainly Melissa has a strong opinion about it. I don't really know. And again, I love that this book is filled with a lot of feelings, and the facts are kind of in the midst there.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think Teresa did not want her family on the show?
I mean, I don't know. It could have just been that she wanted to be asked it first, that she wanted to, have a heads up. And she says, I think pretty clear that she would have been open to it. But I don't know. I mean, personally, if I were doing something like that, I may feel, having watched what was going down between Dina and Caroline and seeing the way it was affecting family, maybe I wouldn't really want to expose that sort of issues if I knew that I had that behind the scenes in front of the camera. But it was incredible television. So as a viewer, I'm very grateful that Melissa came on the show. No matter how she came on the show, I think she's such a great housewife. And look, I mean, she's an all-star, just like Teresa.
She really is. And I love that, like, you know, obviously the table flipping moment was one of the most iconic moments in Housewives history. But it seemed like everybody was like, yeah, Teresa was so like cool, calm, and collected before all of this. And all of a sudden, like a light switch went off and she's like, I'm really mad.
Right. And how about what happened afterwards? Did you hear that part where like see that part in the book where they were talking about how afterwards they all just like went and got a drink like it was no big deal? I couldn't believe that.
I couldn't believe it. I love that they were like, yeah, when Joe kissed her, it was like she was calm again. And like he has just got like this magic touch and she came back in like nothing happened.
I mean, talk about one of the most incredible reality stars. Teresa Giudice has just been through so much on TV, and it's been such a joy to watch her journey. I can't wait for this next season. I wish it was all in the book. I'm ready to do part 2 whenever they want.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have an abundance, and especially with this Ultimate Girls Trip too. I think that's going to be really great. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. And then
what I would have given, wouldn't you have wanted to go? Bring me. We should have gone to Turks and Caicos, Christina, you and I.
No, Turks and Caicos, and then up to Bluestone Manor at Dorinda's. Oh,
we could have just been sipping drinks in the background.
It would have been amazing.